Hello, hello, how's it going everyone? I'm back again for another episode in the dungeon, 11th floor. Uh, Stopped midway through the second hallway, I believe, or this could be the third hallway, but what I've been doing, for a moment I got confused. I thought that I was digging through these hallways, but in fact, what I'm doing here seems to be not exactly that. It is removing the floor in preparation for the glass slabs, which I will place right after. Though that doesn't change the fact that I am probably on third or second hallway. Remains to be seen. Let's get to the end of this hallway, but before that, as per usual, I'll need some pickaxes. The pickaxes will be made out of cobblestone, the most abundant, or at least one of the more abundant materials in this world, cobblestone. So I've got 11, as well as one slightly, maybe 30% used stone pickaxe in my hotbar. Good. Got plenty of torches. We will not be using those today, most likely. The light has already been placed all along the hallways. So let's begin. The work starts now. I'll dig through as much as I can today. It would be nice to finish all of the hallways, all of the floors today, but then again, quite a lot of those hallways are still left, I believe. I'll know for sure when I get to the end of this. In the middle of this, of course, we've got some of my most liked gravel. That was a joke, of course. I do not like gravel too much. And yeah, it's 1, 2, 3. We've got 3 floors removed. 3 hallways removed, yeah. I'm not even sure how to say it. I mean, here I am in hallway number 4, removing a single layer of cobblestone, which could be called removing the floor. Yeah, so I'm here, hallway number 4, removing the floor. That even kind of rhymes, I suppose. And another patch of gravel. I really do not like gravel, not only for the fact that it is takes a long time to dig through, but also by its distinct annoying sound when you dig through it, which is also shared by sand, I suppose. Maybe even dirt as well. It's this, I'm not even sure how to explain it, but it really gets on your nerves, at least somehow. So here, another hallway done. Even if I had to shovel through some cobblestone, things are looking better now. Okay, on to the 5th one. I'm gonna have to remove some of these temporary bridges that I placed just to have a place where to step on and walk across the opened dungeon below me. A fifth hallway, was that? Or is it the 6th one? I don't know, but even more sand in here, as well as, oh no, there's more gravel as well. No, I do not want to see gravel for today. Hopefully no more than this will there be for today's digging, or more like shoveling. Definitely would like to stick to cobblestone, but also sandstone is fine, because sandstone is pretty much the same as cobblestone in terms of digging speed as well as it sounds the same as if you dig cobblestone. I mean, they share the same sound of digging sandstone and cobblestone, if I remember correctly. So definitely much better than just shoveling gravel or even sand for that matter. So whichever halvey this is, I am halfway in. Definitely could be approaching the end of this work by the end of today's episode, but remains to be seen. We'll see if I can keep this pace up. I'm gonna have to not get distracted along the way, even though there may be some distractions, such as seeing some coal blocks or things like that. And I know, I missed a single block of coal here. I'll take that, and even if I missed that and left it there, it would not be such a big deal. That is because I would revisit it anyway as soon as I begin with floor number 12, and that is directly what is it, below? Yeah, directly below this one. So nothing gets left behind, I suppose, at least in terms of coal. That is directly below me. Okie dokie, a single block of sand over here, and back to the good old cobblestone, and a block of no, even 2 blocks of coal. Is that it? Yeah, 2 coal blocks, and we're moving on. Nothing to see here anymore. Whatever was to see, I've got it in my inventory now. That way I can continue on with the work that I've been doing just a few seconds ago, which is obviously digging cobblestone. The pickaxe seems to be on its last legs. Probably 5 more uses or so left. I'll have to replace it soon enough, probably. Yep. Right now, still got 7 of them left. Should be plenty enough for the remaining floors. Let's see how many we have left. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and for those four hallways, we have 7 pickaxes, as well as the one that I'm still holding in my hotbar, slot number 2. To me, that says that I have an excess of pickaxes for the amount of work that's left, since you need about 2.5 pickaxes for a single hallway, as per my calculations from before, but that is only if you're digging the entire hallway, which is 3 blocks, as you can see. As it stands now, the work when you are replacing, or more like removing, the cobblestone is 3 times less, just a single block instead of 3. So that means you roughly use about 3 times less the amount of pickaxes as well. No? Well, extrapolating, you could say, from that, we have plenty of pickaxes, and I don't think there even needs to be any careful calculations to really be sure. I think it's enough to just, roughly speaking, just skim through the numbers that we've got, and the answer becomes apparent. Here we go on one of the last hallways right now. The floors will get replaced soon enough, and then we can go. Honestly, I do not even have to go anywhere. I'll simply switch to placing instead of removing, which is obviously placing glass slab floor that I've prepared for by digging out these cobblestone blocks. You know, coming to quite a few of those coal blocks along the way, not gonna leave them, going to dig them, because coal is a very useful thing, just for melting, but other uses too, such as crafting torches, and possibly even more that I am not aware of. So we'll keep that, and all of the excess that we get can go into storage chests for later retrieval. Coming up to some sand here at the end of the hallway. That shouldn't discourage me from keeping up with the digging, and it surely did not. Another block of coal. Strangely enough, that was just a single block of coal. Surprising. Usually you see at least two, like so. We've got two here, though they were a block apart from each other, which is not often do you see that. They usually stay at least connected by one side or something like that. I don't know, like connected by this edge, for example, not a full side. That's what I meant. Hard to explain, to be honest, but possibly you understand what I mean. I don't know, maybe. Coming up to the end of this hallway here, digging the opposite side that I usually dig to, and another block of coal, a single one. I'm kind of confused here. These single coal blocks keep popping up and distracting me from digging, though it's fine. I mean, every block of coal is worth my time. Here we go, last hallway. I'm on the last hallway, and then it's gonna be time to begin crafting the glass slabs. We'll do that as soon as we are done with this one, and that's quite soon, probably a minute or so if I had to guess. Not less than a minute, anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes if I had a chance in correcting myself. So maybe I'll be a bit more conservative. 1 to 2 minutes is the estimate on completing of this hallway. Though now I'm not so sure. Did a minute really pass by now? Maybe not. But probably yes. I should have started counting, but it's already too late for that. We'll never know by now. That's it. All 11 hallways prepared for the glass slabs. And that's exactly what we'll do. I will prepare the recipe and then craft glass slabs like so by scrolling with my mouse wheel. I'll get some extra into the inventory and then begin the placing process. Should be easy enough, though some of the blocks do get misplaced, and that is just inevitable. I have found that it is quite inevitable unless you place them one by one and slowly but steadily. If you do it like I'm doing it right now, these blocks have a tendency to simply get misplaced like so. As you can see, these ones are due to my mistake, the ones that are on the bottom, but these ones, I think, I don't know, I'm not so sure. I do not want to be quick to judge, but I feel like these ones may not be my mistake, at least some of them. It's part of the game mechanics, not sure. But yeah, just a hunch, I think that's the word that you could say, just a guess. So we'll remove the misplaced ones very quickly and then start off with another halvey. Should be good enough, easy enough. These first halveys are going to be a walk in the park because whenever I'm dealing with the first ones, they do not have the dungeon interrupting us, so I do not have to constantly look backwards just to see if I'm gonna fall into the dungeon below or not. But it seems to me that the next halvey I'll have to start paying attention, unfortunately. But that's how it is. It does slow down the process, at least a little, but not majorly. I would say it could probably add when it's all done, it could probably total to up to few minutes, possibly less, most likely less than that. But even a minute is a time, an amount of time that's easily noticeable at the end of the day. Well, then again, maybe not so, because when you spread it out during the entire process, it begins to kind of become indistinguishable, and you sort of can miss it, and maybe even not realize that you wasted extra time on top of the usual time that you would take placing the glass slabs themselves. So here we go, starting with, I believe that's the fourth halvey. Things are going good. If this keeps up, I'll be halfway in no time, maybe just a few minutes or so, you know, and I'll be halfway done. Let me quickly place a pickaxe as well as a glass slab stack and continue. Now I'll have to be extra careful because we have to cross this dark dungeon below us and then connect it with the previous halvey. Oopsie, seems like I have went a bit too far there. That's fine. Digging those glass slabs is not a problem. That's because you do get them back after digging them, even though it sounds like they broke, like glass breaking. They in fact do not, and you get the glass slab back without having to experience any loss in terms of losing these glass slabs because you had to remove them. So no losses here, definitely, at least not for now. Maybe if I dig the glass slab above the dungeon like so, and then I fail to pick it up and it just goes missing down there, and I do not pick it up in some time frame, then it despawns, and maybe then I could be losing a few slabs here and there, but that's not a very well, I mean, it doesn't happen very often. Not even worth to take into account those occasional losses that may or may not even happen. Let me quickly get finished with this last halvey. Oh, look at that. I've just misplaced 2 blocks in a row. That was unfortunate. I don't know even how that happened. Okay, well, carefully, by holding shift, we'll place this bridge, and halfway done, maybe even more than that. We will continue tomorrow, hopefully finishing it up. I mean, we will. It's just a matter of a few minutes.